is the dollar going to break out next week? So, hi, it's Charlie giving you Saturday's video. I hope you're very well. And so what we're going to look at here is we're going to look at a couple of factors here in relation to the dollar index. And so firstly is the dollar index. This is the daily chart. So we're going to look at a couple of factors here. So on the daily chart, I'm recording this Friday afternoon about 25 past 5. It's having a good run. It was not really up to much earlier in the day, but it's certainly having a good run in this past hour. And what we need to now do is go out to the monthly chart just to look at the bigger moves at play. So the dollar index as it stands is right into this resistance zone here, which I put across the prior price action opens and closes on these monthly bars. And of course we've got much higher levels up closer towards 104, but we've got that magical 100 area here as well. So, but the flip side is the dollar has had a very good run over the last several months, since about June of last year, so 8 months, 9 months. It's had a really good run, and it is into some resistance at the moment. So going back down to the daily charts, we do have FOMC next week. So that event risk is there, and we've at the moment still got a federal, the Federal Reserve are going to be hiking rates, and the Eurozone, they're not talking about hiking rates until at least sort of July, August time of this year. So, and much of the pricing has been for September, in fact. But anyway, but as a minimum July, August time. So as far as that's concerned, we could well still continue to see dollar appreciation. However, let's now go and have a look at the euro, because what we also should look at is the largest currency pair now, not just the dollar index, but the largest currency pair. And so we've got this euro dollar here. Now, I've got a lovely channel here that one of our traders showed earlier on in the week. And must say, we had a great time in the trading room this week. It's been epic, I must say. It's been really, really good. I've highlighted all the some bits in here and people's names for their own. I didn't want people to their names to be showing on here, but we've had a great set, really good sessions in the trading room this week, and lots of different, very colourful and dynamic sessions that we're having. It's a real breath of fresh air to be doing what we're doing. It's and great feedback as far as people are really enjoying the format that we're doing there. But anyway, so we've got the this long-term, or say long-term, this channel that's in play here, and of course the euro's come down to the lower channel line just at the beginning of this week, and it's bounced, and as we can see right now, we're coming back over. We're selling off a bit into Friday night. I think that's because of the potentials for whatever could happen over the weekend. So I think, coming back to my original point, and if I go to the euro dollar, I think just one other thing to bear in mind is that euro dollar is sitting on this monthly trend line down here as well. So it's still sitting on top of that monthly trend line at the moment, and we're within this triangle pattern on the monthlies. So coming back down to the daily chart, yes, it's selling off right now as I'm recording this at 5 o'clock on Friday, but it will really be about how does the market open when on Sunday night, because we don't know what's going to be going on over the weekend. Have a look at what the price action's like on going into Monday. Certainly the potential is there for the market to come down lower, and if it is going to come down lower, then of course 108 will be the first port of call on the cards. But again, we are around that long-term trend line. Price can overshoot that long-term trend line, as I just showed. Come back to that trend line, price can overshoot that long-term trend line and just keep going, and then we've got this next level right away down in the 106s based on the monthly charts there. But at the same time, coming back to the dailies, if we start to see signs of strength coming back in, maybe there's a bit of relief, I don't know, who knows what's going to happen on Monday, then do keep this channel on your charts. because we could see the euro start meandering back at least to mid channel, and then we'll take it from there. Doesn't look like that right now, but I think it's one to work. So one to watch. So there's a fascinating price action that we've got at the moment, both looking at the dollar index there and the euro dollar, let alone anything else. But I think as it stands, I'd have to lean towards now the downside on the euro, of course. It's easy one there. But do bear in mind that if that doesn't continue to follow through into early part of next week, that we start to see some green shoots of green candles, then bear in mind this channel, because if we do start having another up day or so, then it could be the beginning of a bit of a relief bounce. But for now, I think the dollar holds the bid, and we are going into FOMC next week as well. But just bear in mind that other possibility as well. Just in case we turn up, then you've got some levels there, mid range of this channel, and of course that it could want to work its way to if we see some signs of dollar weakness. Anyway, hopefully you're having a lovely weekend, and I'll be back in touch next week. Oh, and of course, do always, if you can, subscribe to the channel, because it's much appreciated if you can subscribe to the channel itself. Take care for now. Have a lovely weekend.